What we have here is a Raptor 660 2002 model. You can see that carrier bearing is shot, and we are going to be putting in a new carrier bearing. We have here and a new axle. What we have here is the new carrier bearings. Find those on eBay. Came with bolts, and then ordered a new extendable axle, 4 to 6 inches. You can start by removing the wheels. So what I'm gonna have to do is take the bolts off the hub. For the hubs, it's a 14mm socket, and I'm using the air gun. On this side, however, you just need to remove the cotter pin and the center nut to get the rim and tire off. And this is what we're left with. Next, we'll remove the brake caliper, which is two 12mm bolts right here, top and bottom here. Slide the caliper out, set it back there somewhere. Then you would remove your chain. If you remove your link, pop it out, just let it sit like that. Make sure not to lose any of them, including the master link. Next, you want to remove this hex bolt right here that locks this in. And then you can begin by unscrewing these. I'll show you how to do that. You can screw this bolt just enough where it's not catching. Then you want to somehow keep that, pry something in there. I pried a socket in there to keep it from turning when you're going to be unscrewing this nut right here. If you don't have an adjustable wrench, just use a pipe wrench like here. Tighten it up real tight. Then get you some sort of extra leverage. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I've got to unscrew. There's actually two of them. So make sure to unscrew both of the Allen heads here. We'll do that. Throw some more PB Blaster on it. If you get it somewhat loose, you could unscrew it all the way. Then you could slide that over, and then the rest you just slide out. Since somebody, the previous owner, welded this hub to this axle for some reason, I'm going to end up cutting it down the middle, and then so I could pull the rest out. Next, we'll loosen these bolts here. Got one here, and then we will begin to take these bolts off here and here. Make sure you PB blast everything before you start unscrewing, because you don't want to strip anything. So okay, then start getting at those. Get you a 17mm. Take the nut and the washer off. Be sure to put them back like that. Get you a hammer, tap that off. Rubber mallet would be ideal. See here. See if that helped us out a bit. You might want to set your bolts on the ground. Let's try this out, guys. Got a little pry bar. See what it does. So what we have to do is press it downwards. Put some PB blaster on it. What's up? Yours might not be as hard, depending on your rust situation or how somebody took care of the quad. So we got that to pop off. That should just slide out right there. Yep. Them bearings seem pretty shot to me. Just get you some cleaning product and roughly get all the dirt and grime out of there. Okay. Then you get your new carrier bearing. If you like, just grease them up a bit. I'd recommend some grease on there just because it's moving bearings. Take your new carrier bearing, just slide it in. You want to also grease this area right here. Just a little bit of grease, put it around the edge of it. Don't need too much, just something to help it slide on a little bit easier. So just tap it on with a hammer. Make sure you grease it up real nice. It'll slip right on. Then you can go ahead and slide in these bolts right here. Okay, so when you slide your rod in, you want to put the washer and the nut on. Just hand tighten it for now, because We'll be adjusting it to the chain specs later.